Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. They said we sorry, but we gonna have to rush. I pulled in the all-nighter, y'all. It's 7:50 in the morning. These are cute as It almost looks like mascara, but better. I'm in love. My brother is on our very loud TV playing the game with my baby. I can go to the other bathroom. We're back, and I forgot all the products I needed. Alright, y'all. We got everything we need, and we ready. I really wish that I had like questions to go off of, like a little Q&A. I'm gonna start trying to keep my hair done. I'm just trying to work on like keeping my appearances up.
Long as you got your eyes, got your trippy on them private jets, taking trips, come back.
So we had to like retain this back up so we can get to the fun part.
You wonder who you might have been playing with, makes me wonder who you think you're playing with. I'm gonna tell myself to keep playing this record back over and over again. Swear that you changed, but I noticed the end. I want you on scene.
Alright, y'all, just got done with the retie. It is 10:49. 10:50. It's 10:50 now. I am prepared to pull an all-nighter. Let's get to it, y'all. How to make this nose stretch. I have here with me some expression braid in here, and it is 72 inches, so I ain't gotta worry about extending nothing. Wherever length is gonna end up being, I'm gonna leave it like that. Oh, I gotta stand back up, y'all. I almost forgot. I also have these pristine human hair. It's like the curly pieces. I'm gonna add in there and make it bohemian. I do want the bohemian to be like, I want a lot of hair up in there. I want a lot of curls. So the good thing about doing any kind of style over dreads is once you retwist it, you ain't gotta worry about parting. Okay, first of all, I should have had the hair ready. Since I do have dreads, I'm gonna have to compromise between how like big or scrawny the actual dread is, and then also, you know, the parts and stuff. Because some of my dreads, even though the parts are small, the actual dread is like super thick. I'm gonna have to use different amounts of hair per twist. However, you do want them as similar as possible, so you don't want to make them too different. So that's why I say compromise. And since these back here are pretty small, we're gonna go a little light with it, okay? With dreads already carrying dead hair on them, they're already heavier. You can't cut off split ends or nothing. So when you add in hair to that, you put a lot of weight on your hair. So that's why you don't want to do this too often, just the individual scalps, whatever, because you're putting extra hair on each dread and it could cause a lot of breakage. Right there in the middle, I'm just gonna kind of twist it just like that. You have to know how to do a basic twist. So this one, you got the 2 strand, and you gotta do that to twist it, or the twist isn't gonna hold. You have to do that. Ain't gonna lie, it's mad hard in the back like that, so I like to just like do it like this. I'm gonna twist it all the way down. Okay, so this is the first twist. The first one is always gonna be your worst one. This is what it looks like, y'all. Oh, it actually looks pretty good. Look how long these are. It's a hot girl something I pop out. I am finna do this whole back half, and I'm gonna show y'all how I do adding the curly pieces, because I know how to do it and how to like explain it and everything by the time I get to the front. Because the back of my head is really just pure experiment until I figure out how I'm gonna do the rest of my head. So yeah, these is cute.
Oh, the weather is not the same. Now there's only cloudy days. Can't stand the rain in July.
I am done. cute and they're not as bulky as I thought they would be. I'm most excited because I'm at the part of my hair that don't take that long and the part where I can sit down because I don't need the back anymore. I just need the front hair. Now that we're sitting down and we're comfortable, it's quiet, everybody's asleep. It's 4:01 in the morning. Love that for me. I'm finishing my hair. It's fine. It's fine. As promised, I'm gonna show y'all how I add in the curly pieces. But honestly, y'all, it's really not much to it. I thought it was gonna be harder than it actually is because like it'd be hard for me when I would try to add in hair to twist because it'll just, as I'm twisting, it'll just go down with the hair. So I don't know if anybody else struggle with that, but I'm gonna show y'all. I wanna talk to y'all about something now. This is something very sensitive, but by the time this come out, all of this will be over with, so I think I can talk about it. It is the 16th. And I don't know if like y'all been here since my earlier days on my channel. Long story short, a couple years ago, me and my mom got into it real bad and she ended up kicking me out. I went to Texas, I ended up going to jail. Y'all, 2 years later, the people have finally contacted me on a court date and it happens to be next week. And when I tell you I am so nervous, and you know, people keep telling me, oh, you're not gonna go to jail, it's not that bad. But y'all, literally, when the police officer picked me up in the first place, he said, oh, it's not gonna be nothing. It's gonna probably be like a $500 bond. And it was not. He said it won't be over $1,000, and it was very much over $1,000 to bond me out of jail. There's just a little bit of trauma that's triggered if somebody say, it's not gonna be that bad. Well, see, now I know it's gonna be that bad. Hopefully it's not that bad. But when you twist the curly piece in, that is going over. You're doing it over. I don't know if it's gonna be that bad, but y'all, it is for some reason my first ever like thing on my record. It's a felony charge, and I'm scared that I'm gonna go to jail and I'm gonna miss seeing my hair grow up or something. I'm just so scared to go to jail over something that I didn't do. But my mama and of course my baby and my husband gonna be by my side the whole time. But y'all, I am still so freaking scared. However, I promise y'all story time. So story time we all get. It was 2 years ago. So me and my granny, we already just barely did not get along. All throughout my time staying with them, she was still angry about not being in my childhood. Cause she'll say a lot of times like,
if your mama wouldn't have took you away from us, then you wouldn't be like that.
I just do a lot of stuff that she didn't like. Like this one time, I did a self-care day, y'all, and I don't play by my self-care days, okay? I be in the bathroom all day about my self-care days. And my daddy, the one who paid the bills, he didn't mind, but like she would go off on me like,
You disturbing my studying hours.
I'm like, how am I disturbing your studying hours? And I'm literally just sitting in the tub soaking. And I was playing music in the headphones. Like I had on headphones so she couldn't say nothing and she still found a way to say something. It was just stuff like that. Constantly pick on me. She would threaten me. She said,
I'm gonna call the police on you for elder abuse.
and I was like, I'm not touching you. I'm not abusing you. Like I'm literally minding my business. How are you, like that's impossible. You won't be able to do that. At that point in time, she didn't like me because after a little beef, she came in my room and she was like,
I was like, yeah, I don't want this to be like this, blah, 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 blah.
and I said, yeah, me neither, you know, okay. And she asked if I could mow the yard with her, and I was like, okay. She was like,
okay, I'll just come and get you in the morning or whatever, wake you up.
I'm like, okay, babe, cool. And she never woke me up. I woke up to her mowing the yard at like, I think it was 10 that morning. She literally just wasn't speaking to me and was acting like she was upset. And I'm like, I thought we just made up. Why are we upset at each other again? What's going on? And my daddy told me a couple days later that she was upset because I didn't get up to mow the yard with her like I had said. Days went on, like she'd say, I don't want you eating my food at the refrigerator that I cook either. And I'm like, okay. She was just picking, and then she finally was like,
oh, I don't want any beef with you.
well, she didn't say that, but basically,
I don't want to beef with you no more.
I'm like, look, I don't want to go back and forth. You know, I don't want to, like, I'm not enjoying this. I don't like this. I like consistency. I like security. I'm not finna sit here and go be on and off like a freaking toxic relationship. I mean, I feel like we can just be cordial until I go off to college. I don't do toxicness. I can't stand it in my life. I don't tolerate it at all. I was very mature and respectful about it, but yeah, and still it set her off because she didn't get what she wanted. When you don't kiss people's behind, they're gonna come for you, and that's exactly what happened. One morning, she woke me up out my sleep. She was just coming in and yelling at me because I was sleeping late on the summer. A teenager sleeping late in the summer right after high school. Very odd, weird, the biggest problem in the world, you know, so she had to come confront me about it.
Oh, why you sleeping this late? Teenagers don't sleep this late. That's not normal.
I'm like, Granny, it's middle of the summer. Come on now. We just agreed to be cordial and just not bother each other for real, and you want to storm in my room and disturb my peace like this for fun. But just like my mama raised me, I stayed respectful, but I did let it be known that she was crossing the boundary. After she stormed out or whatever, just running off at the mouth, I locked my door and she tried to come back in, but she saw the door was locked, so she went to go get a screwdriver to try to unlock the door, which was a fail. I called my big sister, and at this time, that's when she was unscrewing the door, and like I literally showed her on FaceTime. I'm like, bro, look at this. Like, look at this. I locked myself in my room to not deal with the BS, and now she's trying to barricade her way through my freaking room door. She was just, you know, telling me like, you know, just stay calm, make sure you don't do nothing stupid. And I said, I'm not. Like, I'm really just trying to get away from this situation. And like at this point, this is when I really started getting serious with my relationship with God and everything. So I'm learning patience, and like I'm trying my best to be the bigger person, like just keep walking away, and she keeps following me everywhere I go. And at this point, it's just getting absurd. When I got off the phone with my sister, she couldn't get in, so I just stayed in there. And later on, that's when my daddy got off, so she didn't act like that. You know, I just came out to give me some water, give me a stock of water to last me a couple days, because I was like, she don't eat her food. I'm just gonna do a water fast. I was basically drinking water for like 2 days, hadn't eaten nothing. I had came out the room, fixed me some pancakes. My daddy had bought me, specifically me, those pancakes that were that was birthday pancakes, the birthday mix. And she came in there, you know, like,
you been asleep all day. We don't fix breakfast food at this time of the day.
And I'm like, you know, just trying to fix my pancakes. And she just keep, and I'm just trying to ignore her. And then she tried to snatch it, and I was like, my daddy bought me these pancakes, and he said I can eat them whenever I want. And you told me not to eat your food, so like, you know. And she had just cooked some soup, y'all. Mind y'all, she told me don't touch your food, don't eat your food. So she had just cooked dinner, and I waited till she got out the kitchen on purpose to go fix me some pancakes. She had just fixed her a bowl of soup, and because it was freshly done hot soup. She was trying to snatch the thing from me, and I wouldn't let her. Y'all, she took a freaking glass bowl of soup, hot soup, fresh off the stove, and threw it at me. Yes, it wasted all over me. Hot ass soup wasted all over me. The glass bowl did hit me. Did it hurt? No, but it's just a principle. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to fix me some pancakes. Boom, she do that. Out of self-defense, I threw the pancake mix, not the bowl that I was pouring in. Just the mix. Powder. I threw powder, y'all. She said, I'm gonna tell him you hit me. I said, I did not touch you. And she said, I'm finna call the police on you and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, bruh, so I'll call my mama. The second she said she gonna call the police, I called my mama. I told my mama everything, and she said, just stay on the phone with me. I'm sitting here on the phone with my mama. And my mama already know how she is, okay? That she was just in the background hollering the whole time.
Oh, she a lie, don't believe nothing she's saying, blah, 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 blah.
So I just walked outside. It's Texas, in the middle of summer, baby. And you know what she did? She locked me outside. I was just mentally drained. I was tired. And I just broke down to my mama. I take full accountability for my actions at this point. She locked me out, she wouldn't let me in. So I busted the door through to get in the house, and I simply just sat on the couch, and she in there calling me crazy. Like,
You just broke the door. You crazy? You don't wash your mind.
I'm like, it's too hot outside, and you wouldn't let me in. So yes, I let myself in. And y'all, I'm sitting here talking to her with respect the whole time, cause I'm trying not to escalate the situation, because like, not even on no cocky stuff, I know how I am. It take a lot for me to get mad, but when I get mad, I'm mad. So I try not to get there. And like I said, working on my relationship with God, I'm learning that anger is not an emotion you should let control you. Self-discipline, especially in Proverbs, speaks a lot about self-discipline. Self-discipline is so important because it literally, that's what's really been holding me. I feel like if I would have lost my temper and like did something crazy, I would have deserved to get any kind of punishment that was coming my way, and I couldn't even be able to just be mad about it. I've been through a lot of stuff. I have. And like, after so much stuff, you get mentally tired and drained, and you just don't have the energy to deal with BS. You know, you just don't have it in you to put up with it, to tolerate it. Before I even went to Texas in the first place, I was already at a breaking point, and I was like, something gotta change. That was at the end of my depression. I still fought with it a little bit while I was still in Texas because of that reason, but I was at least trying to find my way out. You know, I wasn't sitting in it this time. That's when God had really just started working on me. So I just felt like that was nothing but the enemy. There was nothing but a spirit that the enemy had put in her to do me like that. At some point in your spiritual journey, you realize that people isn't the problem. You're fighting against the spirit that sent the people to do what they do. Because you notice when people start changing, they'll apologize because it wasn't them. I'm not trying to fight her. I'm not trying to escalate the situation with her. Like, I'm just trying to get past the point of even being in this situation. I end up just going to my room because I'm just over it. The cops did actually get caught that time. I don't know what she told them, but whatever it was, she wanted to press charges against me for it. And they asked me if I wanted to press charges. I'm like, no, she an old lady. What am I pressing charges against her for? You know, I'm just like, I just want to go home. They couldn't take me. They just handcuffed me. And they took me out, and like people was watching and stuff. And that wasn't even the embarrassing part. The embarrassing part was just like, when I sat in the cop car, I realized like, bro, I'm finna go to jail, and I didn't like apply to this college. I'm supposed to be on my way to college. But the cops, they were so nice. They let me call my mama before they took me in, and I let her know, like, hey mama, I done got arrested and I need you to come get me. And you know what mama did? She hopped on the highway and she came and got me, and she bundled me out. While I was in jail is a whole nother ball game. I mean, Lulu, they don't separate you. You be up in there with murderers, and you can be up in there for a little petty theft. They don't separate nobody. I walked up in there, they just take out the handcuffs and they put you in this room. I go up in there, y'all. Granted, I've never been in jail before, especially in a jail in a big city. So you know it's crazy folks in there. This dude come in there tripping off, I don't know what, talking about some, that's why I got HIV, you stupid B word and stuff. I'm like, and they got him in a strap suit, in a wheelchair. I've never seen that in person. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm here with the real crazy people. And then there was this one dude who literally came up to me and was just staring at me. I'm sitting there like, can I help you? Then this other dude up in there going on about how he gonna sue the police department and how much money he got. There was another girl up in there who you could tell was off some kind of meth, cocaine, heroin or something. Just over there tweaking and fiddling and stuff. And I'm just sitting there thinking like, bro, I'm really in here with crazy motherfuckers. They had like a little reception desk or whatever. And I go up there to ask her like, hey, can I use the phone to call my mama? It's really important. And she was like, you can, basically that I had to wait. And I'm like, but it's really important. And she said,
well, you have to wait.
They take me to this separate room where I gotta strip naked and cough, like squat and cough. I was on my period. And let's be for real, periods stink. And like this lady had me squatting down, coughing. And not only do I'm on my period, and she literally had to stick her fingers at me too to like check or whatever or something. I'm feeling mad uncomfortable. Like I know you see it and I know you smell it. I can barely fit. Never mind. I kept trying to convince her. She was like, I'm sorry, sweetie, you have to do it. I'm like, oh my gosh. Because it's embarrassing. Like, I'm on my period, girl. You want me to cough and blood come squirting out all over the floor? Like, what the? That's mad uncomfortable and weird. I had to do it. They gave me a change of clothes to put on, like the little jail suit or whatever. And I had got cold. So they had took me back out to the same room, and I went up there and I was like, hey, can I get like some long sleeves or something different? Y'all got something that I can put sleeves on? Like, I'm cold. And she said,
nah, baby, everybody gotta wear that.
and I was like, well, I'm anemic. She said,
Well, everybody gotta wear that, baby.
and I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm just sitting there thinking like, bro, I need to call my mama and let her know to chop chop. They basically moved us to a different section where we could sit and watch TV and do phone calls, but waiting to get seen by a judge for them to tell us our bail, our bond or whatever. And they was like taking my pictures and thumbprints too in that section. I ended up waiting for them to tell me how much to bond me out that next day. That's how long I had been up straight in that freaking jail. Like I couldn't see the outside. I didn't know how bright it was or nothing. About 50 business years later, they finally had called back a group of people to go get like they bond and stuff. And y'all, when I was in the police car, I'm on the phone like,
I'm arrested. They done arrested me.
and like I'm in the back panicking. They like, oh, it ain't gonna be nothing. You know, your bond ain't gonna be nothing but about $500 to $1,000. And I'm like, okay. They're calling out, and this one dude, he had got like a misdemeanor for, you know, hitting an elder or something like that. And it was a class D or something like that. And his bond was $500. Y'all, I'm like, oh, okay. They get to me, they say a freaking felony, and they set my bond at freaking $15,000. And I said, how the hell, what the hell, where the hell, what the hell, how the hell? I just knew I was never getting up out of there. And so when I told her, she was like, ooh, Zaya, I see about it. I'm like, oh my God, bro. They had took us back to a holding cell, I guess, or whatever. I'm up in here with real crazy people. I'm over here, like, ain't did nothing. And I'm just scared out of my mind. Lord help me. So boom, I walked in to the cell. They got me dragging a mattress all the way through here. I get in there. Each one of them got its own little section. And it's 4 beds in each section. It's like a room. It was this one girl that's sitting at the TV, yelling at the TV. Then there's this other girl, she Hispanic, and she all muscular, walking around with her music and stuff in her earphones. And I'm in here like, bro, they finna beat me up. I walks into where they said I'm gonna be sleeping at. It's like bunk beds, 2 bunk beds. And I was at the bottom, right? And I looked to the left, it's a crackhead at the top one. What's up? All right, y'all, I'm back. But long story short, I was in there with a bunch of crazy, weird people. And like at that point, reality has set in. I'm locked up. This is it. This is all. Like, I'm done for. My mama not answering the phone. I can't even call her because at this point I'm fully booked in. I ain't got no money in my books to be calling nobody. I didn't know for a fact if my mama was on the way. Y'all, I started crying. I just balled up, face the wall, and just started bawling my eyes out, asking God why. I chose peace. I chose love. I chose to go above, and I chose to control myself and suppress myself, you know? I chose to be a bigger person. I chose the right way to go, and yet I still ended up in this situation, and I wasn't understanding why. And when I did get arrested and I was in the cop car, I did feel this sense of peace. Like, I was like, God got me. But once I like had got in that cell, I was like, dang, do God really got me? Like, I'm here now. As soon as I got done crying, I took me like a 5-minute nap, and they woke me up and told me my mama was coming to get me. They told me my mama was coming to get me. I was so happy. I walked up out of there. They gave me my stuff, turned on my phone. I said, ooh. I walked outside. I felt like I was locked up for I don't know how long. Like, I didn't know what time of the day it was. I walked out there, it was so bright, and I'm like, man, I about kissed the ground. That was just heavy on my mind, and it's honestly weighing on me because I'm a little nervous. But you know what? I'm gonna trust God, and I'm gonna do my part, and that's all I can do. I'm almost done with my hair. It's 6:35. Ain't too much left to be said, so the hair is almost done. I'm gonna come back to y'all when I'm done with it. Well, not when I'm done with it, before we dip it, but you know, when I'm done twisting it up. Y'all, this hurt, but it's all this here, y'all. I'm just gonna sit here and pull out all these curly pieces. And I'm gonna get the flexi rod, and I'm gonna do this so I can curl these ends. You gotta make sure you lock the end up, and make sure you, just like a twist it while you're wrapping it, just like that. I'm making it short. I'm probably trying to get, like, I've been on my Zoom with YouTube, but like right now I'm like locked in. I'm trying to start uploading more. I'm trying to start really perfecting my craft, get better quality, like all that. Like, I'm really trying to upgrade. I'm gonna get me some Got To Be spray. I'm gonna spray this Edge Booster Setting Spray, Firm Hold. The phone is really cute. I love this part. This part is just like the confirmation of an accomplishment. I'll be done. Over my scalp is a wild growth. These are so cute. Y'all know this me right here, this side part. But anyway, that's the hair part of this. Alright, y'all, this the fit. This mama fit. We finna go get my nails done.
Persian eyes, but she's from Nicaragua. Thought you was Persian love. I'll be turning up.
Alright, y'all. Ooh, y'all janky. Alright, y'all, we are back home. Bubba, I told you to leave that alone. I'm actually kind of in a rush, but I was still like, I'm gonna do my lashes, because I did them lashes so good that one time, and like, if I ain't got no lashes on, after that one time, y'all, if I ain't got no lashes on, I just don't feel right. Like, I don't feel right in my spirit. For my lashes, I had these in my other I done lost the package. I don't never keep the package in my lashes because they just paper and they get torn up so quick. But I'm finna get me some more of these for sure. These are the I Envy short lashes. And I looked at these and I was like, what I'm gonna do with these? Like, they look flat and they look like plastic, and that's what I hated in these lashes. But when I put them on, I was like, you know, I'm just gonna give them a try, because everything was medium and long, and I'm like, I don't want to walk around with no spiders in my eyes. So I was like, freak it, you know, I'm just gonna get this. So I got it and tried it, and that's what changed the game for real. And I do spikes with this I Envy individual lash, and they're the medium length for the spikes. And for the glue, I got this, which should be right by it. It come with this, which I hate using, but it's better than my hands. but I would rather use regular tweezers. I put these under my eyes. I go across my whole eyelid with it. Like, I don't leave no gaps or nothing. Like, I just make a basic foundation. I don't overpack it, but I also use a lot of glue. And y'all, I washed my face. These didn't come off. I had to scrub it off, and then when I was pulling it, it still yanked my lashes off. And that was after a whole week of using it, y'all. They last longer than the $100 and some lashes. Dang, y'all, I'm running out. It's gonna be so hard to show y'all because I need that mirror. But like, I'm gonna go all the way to the edge, place it under my eye, and you gotta hold it there for a little bit. Let me hear you. I'm talking like I ain't got nothing to do. I don't know if y'all can see that. This is how far that part, and I've stopped right here. Pretty sure you can tell. But I'm finna go all the way across. I just want y'all to show how, like, I am putting plenty of eyelash to notice the difference, but I'm not putting too much. I'm still keeping it like, my husband home so I can shut the door and lock my ear out. A trick that I do with the short ones when I do get to the front is, instead of like putting it straight forward, I kind of like slant the front ones that way, so it can kind of create that fan effect and just kind of, you know, circle around my eye or whatever. It look like it stops right here, but like in reality, it's all the way back there. It's gonna be hard without a mirror. I hope y'all can see me, but we gon'. Y'all see how I slanted that? Oh, I hope y'all can see that, because I just struggle doing it for y'all. So now it looks like it's all the way up here, but I stopped putting it on my eye all the way back here, so it won't agitate my eye a lot, and also it'll give it that like flawless gradual fade down effect, because these are the same links. So if you put the same links sticking out everywhere, they're gonna look like a block around your eyes, and you're not gonna see that fan fade in the front like you would see on a professional set. So now that we got our whole lash line covered with the small ones, we got a whole foundation. This is where I like to add my spikes. And I just put this in random spots. I know for a fact that I put it on the edge right here, and I don't go no farther than the half of my eye when it comes to these medium spikes. So like 1, 2, 3, 4 spikes. Y'all, I can't see shit. I'm gonna put it directly on top of the other lash, and yes, it stays so well. I can't see. I ended up putting 4 medium spikes in there. And do you see like how good and natural that looks? Like, it almost looks like mascara, but better. Like, it looks so natural and pretty and fluffy. Like, I'm in love. Done with this eye. Like I said, I'm in a rush, so I'm finna do this eye off camera. I just got ready for my brother graduation. This is the outfit I have on with my white sandals, and then I got this tan bag. Still here. I tried to record, but my phone is dead. That's why we have a charging phone. So I still want the vlog.